We are in producer Diane's house. You've been asking me for a while to do Halloween over here. So I'm here and I realized that you have a lot of collections of things. So we separated things into collections. I can tell it's not gonna be a scary Halloween. It's gonna be cute Halloween. So we'll see if I'm even capable of making cute Halloween. I don't think though that you've been paying much attention to me when you shoot these videos because I sent you out to buy some things and you bought this, which is great, but you bought one. You need to buy at least 3 or 4 or 5, and this belongs in nobody's house ever. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the trash can and not use it today. I think it's easiest to do the dining room. So we did the dining room because the table was clear and there was lots of surfaces and it's not gonna get in the way of, you know, your everyday function of the house. And I used everything in this one space that Diane usually sprinkles around the house, but I think the impact is much greater. What we're gonna do is just make things look old. So like, I love this. I sent you out to get it and you did get a bunch. It's called Freaky Fabric and it's better than spider webs because it's a lot easier to clean up. The spider webs can get, you know, sticky and into things and it just makes things look really old. And then I'm gonna use Diane's collection of stuff that was on this table that we had to remove to kind of create heights up here, and we're going to do a little display up here, but I gotta go get some things. So I always put something on top of a couple of my hutches, and I just like it because it's at a different level. I like them. I'm not a fan of plaid pumpkins. The thing about Halloween is you can stack. See, he flew in on top of the pumpkins. So we have a little bit of white, which is great because the table is dark and we're just gonna kind of lay things out on top of and over each other. And I might save this tray. This is fantastic. So the easiest way to get really fun Halloween stuff is to go get old cheap silver. I don't know, I see people's pictures of Halloween and it's like their regular stuff with like a skull sticking there, you know? And I think one of the things that we do, or that I do whenever I decorate anything, is I remove the things that I normally have there and then put the new things in the space. And it's more fun because it's very fresh and it's more impactful. And I guess it's easier just to stick a couple of pumpkins in an existing space, but you know, it just depends on how much effort you want to put into it. Cheap and easy way to make things look like Halloween are little plastic or rubber. I have rubber ones and I love them. Spiders. So over here it's kind of fancy. So in order to scary it up a little bit, we're going to use some old books. Just like, you know, think of a haunted house. Old books on things. Oh, it's like fantastic. Look at that beauty. And I did the same thing here that I do at my house, just on a little bit different scale. So when I did the table, I was thinking of a buffet of dead things, which is typically what I think of on the table. And when I did the hutch, it was a witch's candy bar. So I have to have those images in my mind to be able to, I mean, it's more fun for me because then it's pretend play. And I think everything I do, whether it's the Yellowstone room that I did or, you know, our cottage or, you know, anybody's project, I usually have my own story in my brain behind it. Like him perched up high, overlooking, you know, that to me, that is a thing happening. That's an animation in my brain, is the bird that flew in to sit in the pumpkin patch, and it just happens to be on top of your sideboard. You're gonna have a table with the candles. You need to have the whole table covered in candles when it's Halloween, because that is just the rule, my rule for Halloween. But I think it's also more fun to create different scenes and use your things in different ways, because it's more fun for your family and it's more fun for your friends that come over. You know, my Halloween parties wouldn't be the same if it was the same decorations every year, but there's some kind of interest in coming over and seeing what we did and what we added and, you know, what new ways we used things that we've had forever. Somebody brought their kid to the door last week and they were like, we wanted to come in so bad, but little Joey was too afraid to enter. And I was like, yes, which is so wrong. I'm like, well, little Joey can watch it on TV.